Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel where we discuss everything from AI to technology. Now, if you have ever used ChatGPT and wondered how can I use it more or better, then you are at right place. So today I'm going to discuss 20 tips and tricks for using ChatGPT. Now, whether you are a newbie or someone who's already tinkering with ChatGPT, you will find it valuable and it will help you in realizing the true power of ChatGPT and getting most out of it. From getting better answer to unlocking new feature, this video has it all. So grab a snack and don't go anywhere and try to stick all the way till the end. So tip number one, be specific with your prompt. So instead of asking ChatGPT, hey, tell me about dogs, ask it a specific question. Tell me five breeds which are good for apartment living. In this way, it will give you a specific answer. So tip number two is ask follow-up questions. So for example, if you're asking ChatGPT, hey, how do I lose weight? And it gives you four, five things. And first is eat more proteins. Then you can ask a follow-up question. Hey, can you suggest some food items which are high in protein? Or can you create a meal plan for me? So this way you can ask follow-up question and get better responses as you go along. Now, tip number three, ask ChatGPT to take a role. If you want an expert answer, ask ChatGPT to act as an expert. So, for example, we are asking here act as a 20-year experienced nutritional coach and plan a meal for me. So, this way, now ChatGPT will act as an expert and give you a specific answers. And look here, it is also trying to ask you specific follow-up questions so that it can improve its response. So it is truly acting like a mentor or a coach. Now, tip number four is to control the length. So if you want, say, a shorter response, then ask ChatGPT, hey, create a 100 words response for me. Or if you want something longer, create a 500 word response for me. This way, a ChatGPT will limit the length and it will tailor it according to your need. Tip number five is to ask for a step-by-step guide. For example, here we are asking, give me a step-by-step guide to baking a cake. And when you do that, it will provide you, a detailed instruction step by step to do everything. And this looks pretty impressive. I think I should bake a cake now. So tip number six is to use ChatGPT as a brainstorm buddy. So when you're stuck on ideas, you can ask ChatGPT and brainstorm. So for example, here I'm asking, give me 10 video topics, ideas for a YouTube channel focused on AI tools and technology. Now, ChatGPT is going to do all the work and come up with different ideas. And these ideas seems pretty impressive. And as we discussed earlier, you can ask follow-up question, ask ChatGPT to refine the answers, and so on and so forth. So tip number seven is to make it rewrite stuff. So if you have an idea that you want to write an email or a message to someone, but you want to make it more polished or refined or something, then you can ask ChatGPT to do that. So for example, here we are asking ChatGPT to edit a message which we want to send to an Airbnb guest, supposing that you are a host having a Airbnb property and telling them that, hey, check-in time is at 4 p.m. So here, it is kind of, modifying and make it a little more polished. And you can give it more instruction to make it more refined if you want to. So tip number eight is to ask ChatGPT for pros and cons if you're not able to decide which option to choose. So for example, here I'm asking, give me pros and cons of buying Apple versus Samsung phone. So, this will give you those options and then you can decide what you want to buy. If you're liking this channel so far, then I would like to request you to like and subscribe the channel. We're a small growing channel trying to reach our first 1,000 subscribers. And this will really help us in reaching more people like you and helping us in showing more future videos. Now let's move on to next step. So tip number nine is to ask ChatGPT to summarize things for you. So if there's a huge 1,000 pages words or 10,000 words article, so you can paste it here and ask ChatGPT, hey, summarize it in 3 sentences and reduce your time. So tip number five is experimenting with the tone. So for example, if there's something tough, you want to explain it in an easy manner, you can ask ChatGPT, hey, explain me as you explain to a 5-year-old. So let's do that, So explain AI to a person as a 5-year-old. So this way, it'll try to make it easier. Okay. So it is kind of actually, explaining it to a kid, and you can use similar manner to, change the tone if you're trying to explain it to a college grad or whatever, right? How complex and easy you want it, the text to be, you can do those changes. Tip number 11 is that you can use ChatGPT to learn a new skill. Now, whether you want to learn a new language or a coding language, you can ask ChatGPT, and it can also refine it based on amount of time you have and all. For example, here I'm asking, teach me the basics of Python programming. So, it will provide me the basics, how to go about it. And then, as we discussed earlier, you can ask follow-up questions and, keep refining this. But yeah, I'm liking it so far, and I'm definitely. So leave me a comment if you want me to, go through a AI video on how to learn Python programming, and I'll share that. Or if there's any other topic you want me to cover, then please, leave a comment below. So tip number 12 is to double check all your facts. So if you're doing a research or, something where you're sharing fact and figure, it's always a better idea to check those things with a Google, or maybe go to tools like Perplexity, which gives you the source of different information, because sometimes ChatGPT may end up hallucinating and provide in output which is not factually correct. So tip number 13 is to ask ChatGPT for a template. So for example, you're trying to create a resume, and you can ask ChatGPT, hey, share template for resume in order to apply to a AI technology job. Great. So here it is kind of, sharing a template. You can use it, modify it according to your needs, and it looks pretty good actually. Tip number 14 is to try chain prompting. So, you can have like multiple prompts in one go. You can ask ChatGPT, or as we discussed earlier, have few prompts based on the answer which you get. Ask one more prompt based on the one of the answers, and so on and so forth. So this way you'll get more in-depth knowledge or details about a certain topic. Tip number 15 is to ask ChatGPT to create stories, or whatever you're trying to present it, ask ChatGPT to present it as a story from a certain point of view. For example, if you're trying to teach your kids certain thing, then you can have, create a story where Santa is saying something to kids, and then ChatGPT will create it in such kind of a storytelling fashion, and you can easily able to explain things. So tip number 16 is to use ChatGPT to practice language. So here I just asked ChatGPT how to say how are you in Hindi, and it provided me these response, like, it says aap kaise hain. It means like, how are you in polite way. Same thing, I can try any other language and ask same thing to ChatGPT. So let me try Spanish. And this way, actually, you can learn a new language. Wow, okay, that's great. Tip number 17 is to use ChatGPT Canvas. Sometimes when you ask a question and it is, say, a code you want to create or a YouTube script, ChatGPT will provide it in a Canvas kind of a format, and then you can make edits in between or ask ChatGPT to make changes. For example, here we are asking create a YouTube script on topic how to make money with AI. Okay. So currently it is providing response like this. So once it has generated an output, what you can do is you can go here and use option edit in Canvas. So what it can help is now you can go and make whatever changes you want. You can delete this, or you can ask like, to create a new heading or something like that. You can work with ChatGPT and create a new output basically. So tip number 18 is you can ask ChatGPT to create list of items. So for example, you can ask ChatGPT, hey, create a list of 10 healthiest snacks, and it created that list for you. You don't have to waste time creating your daily list. Tip number 19 is customize the format. So if you get a lot of, uncustomized text, you can put it in ChatGPT and ask it to format in a certain manner. So for example, there's something you want it in maybe tabular format or something else, right? So you can just put raw data and ChatGPT will summarize it or format it for you. Tip number 20 is iterate with feedback. You don't get a response which ChatGPT is providing, ask it, hey, provide me more options. Or you can ask it to make it smaller, make it longer, change the tone of it, write it in a simpler manner. So a lot of things you can do, keep iterating till you get the best possible response. So I hope you found this video helpful and you were able to learn something out of it. Please leave a comment and let us know which tip you liked most and what do you want us to discuss next. And don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Thanks. Bye.